Welcome back, guys. Today we'll be going over how to make a armor stand boss and a different way to kind of give it like health and interaction abilities. So we'll do a little demonstration of kind of what this boss fight is going to look like. One of the spells just clones a whole bunch of these blocks at specific locations. Whenever he says let's go fight with our bare hands, we remove the barrier blocks that are blocking here. And all we can do is punch him, and we'll see his scoreboard. The boss bar moves, and his health is at 16. There we go. Got his hand in the back. The next spell I'll be going over is how to make this kind of black smoke that follows you around and deals damage. But we'll go over that in a future video. Right now, we just want to look to whenever he says let's fight with our bare hands. We'll go ahead and attack him. And now we just keep waiting for him to say let's fight with our bare hands. Right now we have an abilities just going on random, so it'll randomly select to allow us to fight the boss or just keep running a spell. So we'll just keep waiting until it is ready. And then we just have one more time to fight with them. Oh, whoops. Alright, well, you gotta get the gist of it. So once his health is at 0, he'll die, but if he doesn't detect a player nearby, I have him also just die. So let's go over into the commands of kind of how he works. So he's just an armor stand that's heavily decorated. He's got names, arms, a whole bunch of armor. It's a lot of text that goes into it. But that's not the important thing. This will work with however you want to decorate it. The important thing is that you summon an interaction right where the boss is. We want a width of 1 and a height of about 1.5 blocks. That's about the same hitbox or a little bigger than an armor stand. So if we just were to summon him, right up here, and then we turn on hitboxes. This is our interaction hitbox. It completely covers him, and then you can see our armor stand hitbox. This is like a mini armor stand, so it's all within his area. So right now it doesn't detect if we punch anything here, so if we try to punch it, his health doesn't go down. We need to detect that his health is going down. So the way we do it with interaction entities, it's abilities, it's right here. So whenever we're going to execute as the interaction, whatever we tagged it as, we're looking for on attacker again. Whenever it has the attacker, it's going to go ahead and remove one of the health from the scoreboard. And then we just want to remove the data from the interaction. So we execute as the interaction that we found, and then we just remove the attack. And so between these two, if we are to punch him at all, we will see his health go down and down and down. And so the way we can test for his health is quite easy, because we're just looking at a scoreboard. Whenever the armor stand, that is our boss, if that score, we set his score to be Dwarf Champ. If it matches, so the scoreboard is just a dummy scoreboard. If it matches 17 exactly, then it's going to teleport the player out of the boss's arena. Go ahead and fill it back up with barriers. The next step is we increment that health by 1 more. So if it matches 17 and it kicks us out and it's still 17, this will keep teleporting the player to this location. So to prevent that, we increment the health so it's now at 16. So when you punch it, you get teleported, it goes down 1. And then the last one is just a dialog box, and then we just do the same thing. We just check for different health. Whenever it's at a different health mark, we'll trigger it, and then once it dies, we are just looking for if the score matches 0, then this is my death sequence. So again, this would keep spamming this block to be redstone, so we increment it. So we set the health to be -1. We remove, whenever we summon the boss, there's a redstone block here that powers up all of our repeating command blocks all the time. So we just want to remove that. And then we have our reward function, our ability cycle removing, and then we want to make sure we kill our armor stand and kill the interaction, which is right here for some reason. And that's pretty much how the boss interaction works, just all on his own. Apart from that, we can get into how we do ability cycles in the future, but for now, that is kind of what it looks like.